Hey, there you are. It's about time you got here. I was thinking you got lost or something. Fixing the broken window, huh? That sounds like a pain. These cabins are pretty old though, so I'm not surprised. Did it all work out? Great. I'm sure the campers will appreciate all your repair skills. The others should be here soon. I got the fire going as you can see, so come grab a seat. Hopefully they remember to bring the hot dogs. I'm starving. Hey all, sorry we're late. Someone needed to help moving the last of the boating equipment to the storage shed. Hey, you saw how heavy all that was. I almost broke my back lifting all that junk. You're lucky that I was around to save your butt again. You totally owe me an extra hot dog. On that note, you brought the food, right? Yep. Dogs and buns, all ready to go. Let's get roasting. So, how did setting up the rest of camp go? So far, so good. Our newest hire here even fixed up one of the busted cabin windows. They're really helping bring this place together. Once we finish here, the camp is gonna look great. I just know it. Ooh, got ourselves a handyman, do we? Very impressive. I had a feeling you'd fit in here. Glad to see I was right. Yeesh, if you're gonna hit on the new guy, at least wait until after we eat. Oh, shut up. You're just jealous I don't hit on you more often. Don't mind these two. They can be a bit much at times, but they shouldn't be much of a bother soon enough. Alright, food's done. Everybody grab a bun and we got toppings right over here. Smells great. I'm starving. Ah, that really hit the spot. These turned out great. Yeah, thanks for cooking. Don't mention it. You get enough to eat, new guy? Great. We have a few extras if you're in the mood for seconds. You know what this needs? Some s'mores. I think we have some supplies back in the main kitchen. Aw, heck yes. I'll get them and be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Be sure to take your flashlight. It's getting dark. So, new guy, you like scary stories? Come on. Aren't we a little old for that sort of thing? Hold on now. No one is ever too old for ghost stories. But this isn't just a ghost story. It's a true one. See? Even the new guy wants to hear it. Fine. But this better not be something weird. It's not, don't worry. In fact, it's a local legend about this very camp. Ever hear of the summer camp slasher? No? Well, there's an old urban legend that says a few years back, one of the campers went nuts and started killing all of the counselors. By the time the cops were able to be called and came up to help, all the workers were dead. Their bodies all messed up and stuff. Some were cut apart, others were thrown in the lake or the cabins. Heck, one girl even got an axe to the head. Wild stuff. Ugh, that's gross. I said not to make it weird. It's not weird, it's true. The legend even says that the killer still roams the woods at night, waiting for people to wander into the camp to be butchered. You watch way too many movies. The story is just someone people made up when the camp first closed down. That's what people want you to think. All stories come from somewhere. But I may have exaggerated just a bit. See what I mean? You really can't listen to a word they say. Say, those s'mores should have been back by now. Think everything is okay? Want me to go check on them? If you wouldn't mind, that would be great. I can stay with our new friend and start getting things cleaned up. Once you get back, we can have our quick dessert and call it a night. Sounds like a plan. I'll be right back. Don't you two get into any funny business while I'm away. Quite the comedian, that one. They have a habit of telling stories like that all the time. I wouldn't pay them much attention. Is everything alright? They didn't spook you with that story, did they? Just a little? Oh, poor thing. I should have said something to them sooner. They have nothing to worry about. As long as you're with me, nothing will happen to you. Of course I mean that. You're a great value to the camp. I'd hate to see you go. Like I said, I'll make sure you're well taken care of. You have nothing to fear. You're quite welcome. We got most of the cleanup done, so come relax a bit. Plenty of space in the log. So, how do you like the camp so far? I know it's not ready to open just yet, but what do you think of the grounds? Pretty cool, right? I always loved coming here growing up. Shame it had to close for a while, but that's why we're here. After tonight, this place will be perfect. You've really helped with that. I know it's still pretty new to you, but you'll learn to love it here real quick. Trust me. Why did it close? Well, sadly, there was an accident here where someone got hurt pretty bad. One year, a bunch of kids took a prank too far and another camper got seriously injured, and they eventually died from it. This led to some pretty ugly lawsuits, and the staff all lost their jobs. So the previous owners had to close it down. This was a few years ago, so the property value went down enough to where we could come in and try to reopen for cheap. Sure, it's on a budget, but this place has a whole lot of life in it still. It just needs some attention. The slasher story? No, it isn't exactly true. I won't lie, there's a rumor that the camper who died still haunts the woods, but no one has ever proven anything about the whole slasher part. The craziest thing that's ever happened was a few disappearing junkies, but those were chalked up to accidents and animal attacks. But it is a wild story, isn't it? Like I said, you'll be perfectly safe as long as I'm around. I would never let anything harm that precious little head of yours. So no need to fret. You'll be very well taken care of. Believe me. Oh look, the others are back. Great. Help! Somebody help! Whoa there, what's the matter? They're dead. What are you talking about? I went to go get the s'mores and check on things and I found the other assistant. They're dead. We need to call the cops or something. Dead? How did that happen? I'm not sure. It looks like an accident. Maybe. Either way, we need to get help now. Okay, calm down. Let's go back and see for ourselves. Then we can get a phone. The cell service here isn't reliable, so we have a landline for emergencies. Okay. I swear, I don't know what happened. I was calling for them when I got to the center of camp and I didn't hear them. I checked out the kitchens and when I went inside, they had a freaking knife in their neck. Freaked out and came running. It's alright. I'll get this all sorted out. But this better not be another prank to scare the new counselor. No way. I know how it sounds, but I'm serious. See for yourself. See? This is exactly how I found them. Oh my, this is awful. How does something like this happen? I don't know. This is totally messed up. You don't think this is the whole summer camp slasher, do you? No, that's just a dumb story. You know that. Well, if it isn't just some story, then how do you explain this? Well, you were the only other one to be with them at the time. No way! You're saying I did this? Unless they just happened to trip and fall onto this knife, then that rules out pretty much everything else. You're crazy. You can't be serious. Come on, new guy, you believe me, right? Right? I think it's rather obvious, isn't it? You're a threat to this camp, and I won't let you ruin anything else. Wait, what are you... There. That settles that. What's the matter? You know we couldn't let them get away with that, right? The cops wouldn't get here in time even if we called. They could have gotten to us first. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Just let me explain. Come here. No, no, no. Don't run. See? You have to be more careful. You're going to hurt yourself. What are you talking about? What tripwire? Oh, that one. Well, it's, um, forget it. Come here. Shh, shh, shh. That's enough struggling out of you. Just hold still. Unless you want to end up like those two. I said hold still. There. That's better. Got you good and pinned now. That knife to your neck shut you up, didn't it? The hand over your mouth certainly helps too. Now, I want you to listen very, very carefully. This isn't how I wanted to do this, believe me. But our two assistants really had a way of messing up my plans. Don't get me wrong, they were always going to die. But I was hoping to be a little bit more subtle. Oh well, I've learned to be adaptable in these situations. No talking. If I wanted you to speak, I'd move my hand. So shush. So, I believe I have some explaining to do. In short, that whole story about the summer camp slasher, there may be more truth to it than I said before. To clarify, I never killed any campers or workers or anything like that. Not until today, that is. I did, however, take care of those annoying partiers a few months ago. They were ruining my beautiful camp. They got what they deserved. But we can talk about that another time. After all, we're gonna have all the time in the world now. Shh, shh. Calm down, calm down. This'll all be over soon. You see, I've been watching you for a while now. I've seen you around town, spending time at the lake. You were just so perfect, so happy to be here. And that smile of yours was just too much for me to take. I knew I had to have you for myself, so I came up with a plan to lure you to the camp. I was actually shocked at how quickly you answered the ad, but that was all the better. I knew if I didn't hire any other help, things would look a bit off, so I had to make do with those two back there. But now that they're out of the way, and the camp is all fixed up, you and I can be together. Camp can be perfect again, all thanks to you. Things have been so lonely since the accident all those years ago. I've been stuck here in this camp ever since those stupid campers pulled that prank. And now, I'm cursed to remain here. But now, I have someone to keep me company forever. Once I get rid of the bodies here and perform a little ritual with you, you'll be trapped here too. And then I won't be alone anymore. It'll be perfect. What do you think of that, my love? Well, that isn't a very nice thing to say, but that's fine. You'll learn to behave soon enough, all in due time. For now, get up. I need to keep you nice and safe until the ritual is ready. I already made preparations in my cabin, so let's go get you all taken care of. The more you fight me, the harder this will be for you. So unless you want a painful death, I suggest you behave. Cops? Oh, baby. No one's coming to save you. The ads I sent out were private, and the camp was never going to reopen in the first place. If anyone does come looking for you or the others, there simply won't be anything to find. Just like those junkies. You honestly are far too trusting. It's adorable. Now come along, darling. We have much to prepare for.